Alright, so in today's video, we're gonna review the Shopify Warehouse theme. This theme is made by Master Studio and they cost $180. So it's a really expensive theme. But the funny thing about Shopify Warehouse theme is it's based on the same concept as the free-to-use supply theme, which is displaying a large collection of inventories. What makes the Shopify Warehouse theme worth the money is this two feature, displaying a large collection of inventory without sacrificing performance. So before we start, if you want to open an online store to use this Shopify Warehouse theme, please check out the link in the description to get a 14-day free trial. This is a long video, so I'm gonna put the timestamp in the video description down below if you want to fast forward. Now let's get started. Now firstly, I want to talk about the Maestro Studio, which is the developer behind Warehouse theme. They are one of the few Shopify Plus partners doing client works as well as creating theme and apps. According to Maestro, their theme and app inspiration come mostly from their own struggle when working with large corporations. You can see this mindset in Warehouse design philosophy. In this theme, Maestro addresses many caveats that a company having plenty of collection has. So Shopify Warehouse theme comes with three styles: metal, wood, and fabric. Each style brings you different kinds of feeling and fit while with different store and industry. I'm gonna start with the metal style. The metal style has a Best Buy-like vibe, which is a good thing. This style gears toward electronic retailers with long title and spec-driven products. Now let's switch to the wood style. And this style is focused on furniture industry, and they are very similar to the metal style. However, the new arrival and sale promotion element are more pronounced than the previous theme. And lastly is the fabric theme. The fabric style is tailor-made for apparel brands with large collections. As a result, this theme places more emphasis on the product image. Alright, so one of my favorite features of Shopify Warehouse theme is the predictive search feature. How it works is very simple. The user just have to type the product name in the search field and the product name will appear immediately. Like, see? Normally, if you type the search field in Shopify, you have to hit enter and another page will appear, which not make a really seamless experience in my honest opinion, especially when your shop have a lot of products. Now on the metal style, the search bar expands across all the header on the desktop side, making it prominent for user to see. On the mobile version, depending on the behavior of the users, you can also enable a sticky search bar. Now you just go ahead and select the header, scroll down and untick this option. Voila. Let's see. Wow, I'm really impressed with this feature, to be honest. Another feature of Shopify Warehouse Store is the cart for church badge. Now, if you click on the product, you will see this feature right here. Warehouse theme also provides another placement in the cart section, and I'll show you right away. Now go to cart, switch to desktop view, go to page. You can have an adjust stack section. and you can select the ecology. You can select your heading. Ours eco-friendly. Alright. This placement ideally improve trust and provide assurance before user hitting that quick checkout button. However, something that I don't like about this feature is it cannot be dynamically changed between each product. For example, this is a Google product, so obviously I want to add a Google certificate. However, on other product, I want to change this image to another one, but you can't do that in Shopify Warehouse Theme. Moreover, you cannot change the alignment of these badges. For example, I want to move this image to the middle, which would be more appealing in my opinion. You cannot do that. You can also not be able to add another image in this section. So I recommend customize your image in a photo editing program like Photoshop. Another feature that the Shopify Warehouse Theme provides is the pop-up feature. Now, Shopify Warehouse Theme provides two types of pop-up, the active pop-up and the welcoming pop-up. For the active pop-up, it will just work on desktop by detecting if your cursor is about to leave a page. If then, a pop-up will open and will grab your customer attention immediately. Alternatively, Shopify Warehouse provides a welcoming pop-up that will appear when your visitor first visits the job pages. Obviously, you can configure this in the Shopify setting. Here, I'll disable all of it. You can use this pop-up to obtain newsletter sign-up and urge buying decisions. However, this pop-up can be quite barebone. Signing up for newsletter or adding a link in the body text is probably the only option you have. For more customization, like adding background image or displaying promotional news, etc., you might want to try a third-party app. Custom promotion block is another feature that Shopify Warehouse Theme provides. This is a must-need feature since large merchants, especially retailers, run promotional campaigns on a daily basis. Business owner or marketer team can run a promotional campaign on the front page without designing skill. It's pretty simple. You just select an image here and you just have to customize it to make it more beautiful, and finally just add another link. And that what I really like about this tile is this is the most prominent element in your homepage, so it will make sure that your customer won't miss it. Stock level indicator is also a great way to urge the buying decision of the customer. I recommend use this wisely. For example, if you are on a season and promotion campaign, using this feature might be a great idea. Otherwise, if you have a lot of stocks in your warehouse, this feature might not create enough attention to urge buying decisions. Now, when it comes to customization, this is where Shopify Warehouse Theme really shine. Apart from the normal customizations that you have with other Shopify theme, you can also have some advanced customization. For example, the product grid, you can configure the product image size to tall or short to fit your brand need. This is a neat feature because it will create a unified look to your collection page, even if you or your staff accidentally upload a wrong image size. You also have the ability to customize the announcement bar. The announcement bar is a non-intrusive way to introduce your shipping policy or urge the user to subscribe to the newsletter. Another feature that I also want to mention is the ability to add a color swatch to display your product variant color. This feature is not natively supported by Shopify, so to add the color swatch, you will need a little bit of workaround. Luckily, in Master's support documentary, they have a tutorial to guide you how to do this, and I will link it down in the description below. Make sure you check it out. Now back to the homepage design. Shopify Warehouse Theme provides a wide range of elements. Most of them also include robust customizations for you to tailor your homepage experience. Compared to Shopify Supply Theme, Warehouse elements are more superior in terms of quality and quantity. For example, the customization in the slideshow element. Warehouse provides separate desktop and mobile image slideshow, the ability to add an overlay, the ability to add a heading and content, as well as content position. On the other hand, this is what Supply Theme provides. Yeah, just an image and a link URL, and which is really plain, and there's nothing much you can do with this kind of customization. Moving on to the product page. Warehouse themes provide many elements that urge buying decisions. We have discussed the trusted page and the stock level indicator previously, and so I'm gonna talk about some other elements like the product recommendation and the recently viewed products, so the customer can jump back and forth between your collection of inventories quickly. Moreover, Warehouse Theme also provides the ability to add the review in this product page. You need to install Shopify's product review app before enabling this feature. There are one drawback of this product page, which is you cannot configure the aspect ratio of the product image, so it could be quite messy if you don't resize the image beforehand. I wish they added ability like they did with the product collection, so it can create a unified experience across the pages. Now, when it comes to the collection page, having large categories of inventories can make it cumbersome for viewers to search for the product. Luckily, Warehouse Theme solves this problem by providing a host of ways to flag product like filter, or change the display per pages and short. As a merchant, you can configure the default viewing option with Warehouse Theme. For example, I want to change the view type to the list view. Yeah, much better. To the list view, so it can display more content, and the add to cart and quick review button is more prominent. Moving on to the About Us page and other regular page made by Warehouse Theme. I think this page has always been the low point of all Shopify theme. The Warehouse Theme does attempt to improve the situation by pre-made templates for About Us, contact, and frequently asked pages. Nonetheless, if you want to create a unique landing page with a coding experience, take a look at Pagefly. Pagefly helps you build a custom landing page with a friendly drag and drop experience. For example, this is the About Us I create with Pagefly. Now, you can see that it's much more lively than the Warehouse one, right? Pagefly has a forever free plan for you to try it out. You can find the installation link in the description down below. Speaking about mobile optimization, Like all the themes in the Shopify theme store, Warehouse theme is mobile optimized. By default, the mobile layout is obviously taller and optimized for vertical screen. The mobile version of Warehouse focuses on displaying one element at a time. This creates an immersive experience when viewing on the phone. Users can navigate throughout your style via both vertical and horizons. When it comes to performance, the Warehouse theme doesn't affect the online store speed when measured by Shopify. Our store is using Brooklyn theme, and you can see the score is 24 points. And when I switch to Warehouse theme, you can see that the score remains the same. Now, switch to Google page speed test. The Warehouse theme is actually performing better than the Brooklyn theme that we used. You can see that the Warehouse theme scored 66 points in the mobile version and 97 points in the desktop view, while in the Brooklyn theme is only 15 points and the desktop is only 52, which is really low. This shows that the team behind Warehouse has not only put their effort into the design but also the performance. Now, in terms of feedback and review from all the merchants, Warehouse team received much trust from the Shopify community. You can see that the team get 88 positive feedback from 162 reviews, which is not much but is something to consider. Merchants praise Warehouse team due to their first-class support and the amount of customization the team offers without sacrificing performance. This actually matches our experience with the team because it has a lot of customization while the page speed is really high. Now I want to show you some grill stores that using the Shopify Warehouse theme to show you how it performs in real life. The first store is the Dio Candle Company store. Now, how do I know this store is using Warehouse theme? Well, it's very simple. We have developed a tool called Shopify Theme Detector. It's really easy to use. For example, with the Dio Candle Company, I just need to copy the link and paste it in the field here. And that there also a link which will link directly to the Shopify theme store so you can purchase it. It's really cool. And again, link to the tool is in the description box down below. There are candle companies that have a lot of products up to 224 candles and wax melt variant. So the need for a theme like Warehouse is obvious. You can see some of the patterns of the Warehouse theme right in the header, such as the prominent search bar and the announcement bar right on top. Even when you switch to mobile view, there are also enables the expanded search bar that I mentioned you earlier. I think the design of the homepage is quite simple yet very informative. Now let's take a look at a product page. I noticed that they are using a review app to display the customer review right under the product name and under the description, which is great. They also make use of the accordion to neatly display information about the product. The next store is the Hondan store, which is a furniture company. You can see that in the homepage, they have a large number of collections and products, yet they still can be displayed nicely with Warehouse theme. It's probably one of my favorite characteristics of the theme. Another point that I think Warehouse theme is really resonate with Honda store is the mega menu layout. Honda store have a lot of categories and subcategories. You can see how Warehouse theme handles this challenge by using the drop-down menu layout to display a large category of product. The last store that I want to show you is the Made by Artisan store. Now, this store even have a larger number of category compared to Hoidan, and the warehouse team is still be able to display this. Actually quite nice. I also noticed that this store, as well as the previous two, doesn't change much the layout of the warehouse team right out of the box, probably because they don't need to do that. Conclude, obviously, Warehouse team is a respectable team that can display nicely a large collection of inventories right out of the box. You also have the ability to customize all the elements inside the team without sacrificing page speed. However, from the three examples that I just showed you, I think this theme is not really suitable for brands with limited products or prioritize large bespoke imagery such as a niche perfume store or a luxury brand. And that's it for today's video. I have more things to say in the written blog that I will link down below in the description. Please take a look. Have fun.